Hello guys, my name is Edwin. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking about the Australian 189 190 invitation round prediction for July, August, September 2026. How's everyone doing? Welcome back to my channel. So please just stay to the end of this video because I'm going to giving you important data, especially on 189 visa. Welcome back to my channel. I just have to mention that all information here are just general information, please. If you need services of a migration lawyer, it's advisable for you to meet one in your area. How you guys doing in this financial year? How is it starting? So we are still waiting for some states in Australia to release the criteria for invitation in this present financial year. Already, at least we know how the run is for the federal invitation of visa, which is 189 visa. I have to say that one is happening in September 30th, and that is going to be the next invitation round. Are you getting ready for that? So, in view of this, it's advisable for you to make sure that everything is intact. So you can go back, check your EOI, and then make sure that you are getting ready for September 30 when 189 draw is going to be happening. So why is everyone waiting? So thousands of skilled migrants are currently waiting for invitation because Australian labor shortages continue in key industries. Many applicants have already submitted expression of interest. State continue to nominate eligible candidates. Employer-sponsored visa remain an important pathway. Competition is still high, especially for popular occupations. But at this point of the financial year, we are still waiting on some states to come up with like I say, criteria or requirement for you to be invited. So the financial year just started, and it's customary here for various states to come in with different requirements as partake what they need, uh, or candidates or applicants to fill in when applying for the various visas. And here is invitation round expected. Yes, we can't say for certain states in Australia when this is going to be, but now 189 visa, which is the federal sponsors visa, is becoming more regular. At least people get to know when this is going to happen. So the big date is going to be September 30. That is when another big invitation round is going to go for 189 visa, and sometimes it could happen on that particular day, and it could go some days after. Sometimes we've even seen occasions where it could come earlier before that. So just get yourself ready. And when we say this invitation is going to happen, you don't want to waste it. You also want to make sure that all your documents, like all the things you claim in your EOI, are correct, so that when you are eventually invited, you're able to lodge your application and submit evidences to back up the claims. So we're looking at occupation that could perform well this time around. I keep talking about registered nurses, software engineers. The cutoff might still be high. You have ICT professionals, cutoff is going to be high. Electricians, fantastic. Civil engineers, early childhood teachers, medical laboratory scientists, electricians. So these are top occupations that are going to or will predate. So this is um, a kind of prediction. It's not as if it's certain. Nobody knows because except if government keeps that information. But this one is just be prediction based on past result we've seen as far as immigration or invitation of applicant is concerned in the so these courses or occupations are most likely to be invited. Expected score range or why ESA scores cannot be predicted. Competitive applicants often have 85 to 95 or plus point for highly competitive occupation. Around 75 to 85 point may remain competitive for some occupation depending on demand and visa class. Then higher score generally improve your chances, especially in occupation with many applicants. So maybe healthcare professionals, maybe nurses in certain areas might need, you know, low cutoff, maybe 70 to 75, or let's say accountant, IT professionals, you should be looking at anywhere from 85 to 95 plus. The reason being that you have so many applicants with high scores going into this. So I think it's the cutoff is based on the highest number of scores you have and also the number of applicants you have. Then you also want to look at how to increase your chances in this financial year. Practical steps. You want to increase your English language test. If you're currently on 10 points, you want to see if you can have 20 points. You also want to gain additional skill work experience. In Australia, if you have 1 year work experience, it's going to give you 5 points. Overseas, 3 years is going to give you 5 points. You also want to see if you can complete professional year, if it's applicable for you. Update your skills assessment if it is expired. uh, Keep your EOI accurate and current, especially if you're going for especially at the start of financial year. Very important. And it's also advisable to explore state nomination opportunities. So just spread the options. If you're overseas and you're eligible to apply in various states, why not, instead of you just focusing on one? Don't ignore state nomination. I keep saying it. So advisable to spread the options and not just putting all your eggs in one basket. So you can try 189 visa if you're eligible for that. So you can also explore 190 491 visa if your occupation is also eligible for this one. Different states have different occupation lists and eligibility requirements. So keep an eye on state nomination opportunities may open additional pathways. So this is very, very important. So instead of you just having to focus on 189, which you're eligible for, you can also be eligible for 190 and 491 visas. So all you need to do is just to explore these options, look at the state requirements, what they want you to have, and see if you're eligible. And for me, there's no difference between 190, 189 visas. So they're all the same. Common mistakes to avoid. You don't want to forget to update your UI, because once you're invited, it is locked. You can't change anything. Claiming incorrect point costs you a whole lot. Imagine you waiting for so long, you're invited, and because of one error, you can't proceed. Letting English language expire. You don't want to do that. I think the timeline for English language school for immigration is 3 years. Please keep an eye on that. If it is running out of date, get a new English language test. You also don't want to allow your skills assessment to elapse. So please keep an eye on that, and then make sure your skills assessment is in date. Then you don't want to ignore state specific requirement. That some states, Queensland last year, they want you to have certain number of years to have worked in your occupation prior to application. You don't want to ignore all those, because it can be costly when invited and you find that you don't meet the criteria. What you should do right now while waiting, improve your points if it is possible. If you can get 20-point maximum for your English test, that will be fantastic. Keep all documents current. Make sure skills assessment, English language, everything still in date. And then monitor official invitation announcements. So you can go to official government websites. So you can go to Facebook groups, or you can even come to my site and then say things yourself. Consider employer sponsorship if available. If an employer can sponsor you, that will be fantastic. So continue building work experience. That will also increase your point if you have more experience here in Australia or overseas. Preparation today can put you. I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Till then, do have a lovely day. Bye bye.